Most of us grew up hearing that eating more fruit keeps you healthy. And for years, many of us truly believed that. A colorful fruit bowl on the table seemed like a symbol of good living, nature's gift to cleanse the body and protect our organs. But here's something that surprises a lot of older adults when they first hear it. Not all fruits are good for your kidneys. Yes, you heard that right. Some fruits, even those we think of as healthy, can quietly make our kidneys work too hard, especially as we get older. You see, the kidneys are like the body's filter. They clean the blood, remove waste, and balance important minerals like potassium and phosphorus. But as we age, this filter becomes more delicate, a little like a coffee filter that's been used too many times. It still works, but it clogs faster and needs more care. When we eat fruits that are too rich in certain nutrients, such as potassium, oxalate, or fructose, our kidneys have to work overtime to get rid of the excess. And over time, that extra strain can lead to inflammation, fatigue, swelling, or even kidney damage. Now, this doesn't mean fruit is bad. In fact, the right fruits can do something amazing. They can help detox your kidneys naturally, reduce inflammation, and even support healing while you sleep. But the secret lies in choosing wisely. It's not about eating more, it's about eating smarter. Choosing the right fruit at the right time of day, especially in the evening, can help your kidneys rest, cleanse, and repair themselves through the night. Imagine waking up in the morning feeling lighter, clearer, and more energetic, without needing extra pills or complicated detox plans. That's the power of giving your kidneys the right kind of nourishment. In this video, we'll go through two important parts. First, the fruits that can quietly harm your kidneys, the ones most people never realize are risky. And then, the 4 golden fruits that do the exact opposite, helping your kidneys flush out toxins and gently heal while you sleep. So if you or someone you love is living with high blood pressure, diabetes, or just tired kidneys from years of hard work, I invite you to stay with me through this video. Because just a few small changes in your diet can make a big difference in how your kidneys, and your whole body, feel every day. And before we dive into the good list, let's start by protecting ourselves from the bad list. Because even the best healing foods won't help if the harmful ones are still in our daily routine. Before we talk about the fruits that heal, we need to talk about the fruits that hurt. Because even the healthiest habits can backfire when we don't understand what our body truly needs. The truth is, there are certain fruits that can overload your kidneys, especially if they're already working a little slower than they used to. These fruits might taste delicious, and they might even have a reputation for being good for the heart or full of vitamins. But inside your body, they can quietly cause trouble, making your kidneys work harder than they should. Especially overnight when they're supposed to rest. To keep things simple, let's group these into 4 main red flag categories. Your body needs potassium, it helps your muscles and heart beat properly. But when your kidneys can't filter out the excess, potassium starts to build up in your blood. That's when it becomes dangerous. It can cause muscle weakness, irregular heartbeat, or even heart failure in severe cases. Some of the biggest culprits? Bananas, oranges, grapefruits, avocados, durians, and even papayas. For example, just one medium banana has over 350 milligrams of potassium. That's already too much for someone whose kidneys aren't functioning at full strength. And a single glass of freshly squeezed orange juice, something that sounds healthy, can contain nearly half your day's potassium limit. When you think about it, it's like overloading a washing machine. If you fill it beyond capacity, it can't spin properly, and it eventually breaks down. That's what happens when our kidneys face too much potassium. So, if your doctor has ever mentioned high creatinine levels or you've been told your kidney function is declining, it's safest to limit these fruits and switch to lower potassium options like apples, blueberries, or pears, which we'll talk about soon. Next, let's talk about something many people have never heard of, oxalates, or oxalic acid. These are natural compounds found in many fruits and vegetables. For healthy people, oxalates are harmless because the kidneys easily flush them out. But for people with weaker kidneys, oxalates can combine with calcium in the blood to form small crystals, the beginning of kidney stones. Over time, those tiny crystals can grow, block the urine flow, and damage the delicate filtering tissue inside your kidneys. And once stones form, they tend to come back again and again. Common high-oxalate fruits include starfruit, kiwi, strawberries, plums, and persimmons. Starfruit is especially risky. There have been real cases of people with kidney problems drinking fresh starfruit juice, thinking it was cleansing, only to end up in the hospital with nausea, confusion, or even seizures because of its strong oxalate content. So, what can you do if you still love these fruits? The key is moderation and pairing. When you eat something high in oxalate, combine it with calcium-rich foods like yogurt or tofu. Calcium binds with oxalate in your stomach and intestines before it ever reaches your kidneys, turning it into a harmless compound that passes out through your stool instead of your urine. It's a small trick that can make a big difference. Now let's talk about sugar, the kind that hides behind sweetness. We all know that added sugar is bad, but even natural fruit sugar, called fructose, can be a problem in large amounts. When you eat too many high-fructose fruits, like lychee, mango, grapes, longan, or dried fruits like raisins and dates, your liver turns that extra fructose into uric acid. And uric acid is the same compound that causes gout, those painful joint flare-ups that many older adults know too well. But uric acid doesn't just harm your joints, it also harms your kidneys. It irritates the kidneys' delicate filters, causing inflammation, which makes the kidneys less efficient at cleaning the blood. It's like adding sand into your coffee filter, sooner or later it clogs. That's why many experts now say fructose overload is one of the hidden causes of chronic kidney disease, especially in people who already have high blood pressure or diabetes. If you love fruit, that's okay, you don't have to give it up. Just limit the sugary ones and mix them with lower sugar options like berries or apples. Your kidneys, and your blood sugar, will thank you. Finally, let's talk about the ones that look innocent but pack a heavy punch: processed and dried fruits. These include canned peaches, raisins, prunes, dried apricots, apple chips, and fruit juices in cartons or bottles. They might taste convenient and sweet, but here's the truth. During processing, companies often add phosphorus preservatives and extra sugar to keep the fruit soft and colorful. That phosphorus builds up in your blood because aging kidneys can't remove it efficiently. As a result, calcium gets pulled out of your bones to balance it, leading to brittle bones and weak arteries. In the long run, it's a double hit: your bones suffer, and your blood vessels harden, increasing the risk of both kidney and heart disease. That's why the golden rule is: if it comes in a package, it's probably not kind to your kidneys. Fresh, whole, and simple, that's the way to go. Before we talk about the fruits that heal, we need to talk about the ones that hurt, the ones that seem healthy on the outside but quietly make your kidneys weaker day by day. The truth is, not every fruit is friendly to our kidneys, especially as we get older. You see, the kidneys are like a pair of hard-working housekeepers, always filtering the blood, clearing out waste, and keeping minerals in perfect balance. But over time, just like any machine that's been running for decades, they start to slow down. When that happens, certain fruits that once seemed harmless can turn into a hidden burden. Most people never realize it because these fruits look so innocent, colorful, juicy, and full of vitamins, yet inside the body, they can silently overload the kidneys and make them struggle to keep up. Take potassium, for example. Potassium is an essential mineral, one your body truly needs for strong muscles and a steady heartbeat. But when your kidneys lose some of their filtering power, even a little extra potassium can build up in the blood. And that's when trouble begins. Too much potassium can cause fatigue, irregular heartbeat, or even heart failure. The fruits highest in potassium are the ones we often eat every day: bananas, oranges, grapefruits, avocados, and even papayas. Just one medium banana can contain over 350 milligrams of potassium, which is already more than many weakened kidneys can safely handle. Even a single glass of orange juice can push your daily limit halfway there. It's a bit like overfilling your washing machine. It might still spin, but it strains the motor every time. And eventually, something breaks down. That's why people with high creatinine or slower kidney function should be cautious with these fruits and instead reach for lower potassium ones like apples or berries, which we'll talk about later. Then there's another hidden danger that very few people talk about: oxalates. They're natural compounds found in many fruits, and for healthy kidneys, they usually don't cause any problems. But when the kidneys aren't at their best, oxalates combine with calcium and form tiny crystals. Over time, those crystals stick together and become kidney stones. Once that happens, urine flow can get blocked, and the tissue inside your kidneys can become irritated and inflamed. Some fruits are especially high in oxalates: starfruit, kiwi, strawberries, plums, and persimmons are among the worst offenders. Starfruit, in particular, can be surprisingly toxic for anyone with reduced kidney function. There have even been hospital cases where people drank fresh starfruit juice, believing it would cleanse their body, only to suffer nausea, confusion, or even seizures because of its oxalate load. If you do enjoy these fruits, The key is moderation and balance. Pairing them with calcium-rich foods like yogurt or tofu helps neutralize the oxalates before they ever reach the kidneys, allowing your body to pass them safely through the digestive system instead. And let's not forget about sugar, not the kind you sprinkle on your coffee, but the natural sugar called fructose that hides in some of the sweetest fruits. Fruits like lychee, mango, grapes, longan, and dried fruits such as raisins or dates are packed with fructose. In small amounts, that's fine, but too much fructose pushes your liver to work overtime, turning it into uric acid, the same substance that causes gout. Over time, that uric acid doesn't just hurt your joints, it also irritates your kidneys, damaging the tiny filters that keep your blood clean. Think of it like adding sand into a coffee filter. Sooner or later, the filter clogs. That's exactly what happens inside your kidneys when uric acid levels rise. In fact, many doctors now believe fructose overload is one of the hidden causes of chronic kidney disease, especially in people with high blood pressure or diabetes. The good news is you don't have to give up fruit altogether, just limit the very sweet ones and combine them with lower sugar choices like blueberries, apples, or pears. Your kidneys, and your blood sugar, will both thank you. Finally, we come to the ones that look the most harmless: processed and dried fruits. These are often sold as healthy snacks, but the truth is, they're anything but healthy for your kidneys. During processing, many companies add extra sugar and phosphorus-based preservatives to make them look shiny and last longer on the shelf. For younger, healthy kidneys, that might not matter much, but for aging kidneys, those additives build up in the blood because they're much harder to filter out. When phosphorus levels rise, your body starts pulling calcium out of your bones to balance it, which leaves your bones brittle and weak. At the same time, that calcium and phosphorus can harden in your blood vessels, making them stiff and narrow, raising your risk of both heart and kidney disease. So even though a handful of raisins or a small bag of dried apricots might look like a harmless treat, they can silently add stress to your kidneys with every bite. That's why I often tell my viewers, if it comes in a package, it's probably not kind to your kidneys. Fresh, whole, and simple, that's the safest rule to live by. So let's take a moment to recap this part. The 4 fruit groups to be cautious with are high-potassium fruits like bananas and oranges, high-oxalate fruits like starfruit and kiwi, high-fructose fruits like mango and raisins, and processed or dried fruits like canned peaches or packaged snacks. They may all seem harmless, but when your kidneys are already working hard, these fruits quietly make things worse day by day. The silver lining is that by avoiding these, you give your kidneys a real chance to recover and regain balance. Once you understand what to stay away from, you're ready to focus on the good, the fruits that heal, soothe, and protect. In the next part, we'll talk about the 3 golden principles that help your kidneys rest, cleanse, and naturally repair themselves while you sleep. And that's where real healing begins. Before we continue, if what you've heard so far has been helpful, please take a moment to like this video and subscribe to Golden Life Nutrition. It's a small gesture that helps us share this knowledge with more people, because everyone deserves to know how simple changes, even in something as everyday as fruit, can protect their kidneys and add years of healthy living. Now that we know which fruits can quietly harm our kidneys, let's talk about how to help them, especially at night. You might not think about it much, but the night hours are the most important time for kidney repair. While we sleep, our heart rate slows down, our blood pressure lowers, and the body finally gets a chance to rest and restore. That's when the kidneys, if given the right support, can begin to heal themselves. But the trick lies in what we eat before bedtime, and yes, that includes the kind of fruit we choose after dinner. For many people, fruit is their go-to evening snack. It feels light, refreshing, and natural, but depending on what you eat, you might be either helping your kidneys recover, or quietly making them work overtime through the night. That's why I like to share what I call the 3 golden rules for nighttime fruit choices: simple, science-backed habits that can make a huge difference, especially for older adults. The first rule is to reduce silent inflammation. As we age, most of us carry small, hidden fires in the body, little pockets of inflammation that never fully go away. They don't always hurt or show clear symptoms, but they quietly damage our blood vessels, including those in the kidneys. These tiny inflammations can be caused by stress, processed food, or years of high blood pressure and blood sugar. Over time, they make the kidney filters stiff and scarred, reducing how well they clean the blood. The right fruits, however, can calm these hidden fires. Choose fruits that are rich in natural anti-inflammatory compounds, ones that help soothe the kidneys instead of irritating them. Think of fruits that cool, relax, and comfort the body rather than those that energize or overstimulate. This way, while you sleep, your kidneys get the peace they need to restore themselves. The second golden rule is to support digestion before bedtime. When we finish dinner, our stomach and intestines still have a big job ahead, digesting all that food. If that process is incomplete when we go to bed, undigested food can ferment overnight, creating gas and toxins. And guess what happens then? The kidneys have to stay awake, so to speak, to help clean up those toxins. It's like asking your kidneys to work the night shift every single day, no wonder they feel tired. The key is to choose fruits that are easy on your stomach and help digestion rather than slow it down. Fruits like pineapple, apples, and berries gently aid your digestive system, reduce bloating, and prevent that heavy feeling at night. This gives your kidneys a chance to relax while your body focuses on repair instead of cleanup. And then comes the third rule, to prevent kidney stones. At night, our urine becomes more concentrated because we don't drink water for several hours. That means minerals like calcium and oxalate have a higher chance of crystallizing and forming stones. Those stones start small, almost invisible, but they can grow silently over months or years. The good news is, certain fruits naturally contain compounds that help prevent this crystallization process. By eating fruits that keep your urine slightly alkaline and rich in protective antioxidants, you help your kidneys stay clear and smooth, like a stream that keeps flowing freely instead of getting blocked. Think of it as giving your kidneys a gentle rinse before bedtime. These three rules, reduce inflammation, support digestion, and prevent stones, are the foundation of a kidney-friendly nighttime routine. When you follow them, you're not just avoiding harm, you're creating the perfect environment for your kidneys to heal themselves. Remember, the kidneys don't respond to quick fixes or miracle pills. They respond to consistency, small, steady habits that let them rest, breathe, and rebuild. When you treat your body kindly, it always finds a way to repay you. So, before you reach for a late-night snack or fruit bowl, take a second to think, will this help my kidneys rest tonight? It's a small question, but it can completely change the way you feel in the morning. When you choose wisely, you'll notice the difference: lighter legs, less puffiness in your face and hands, and more energy when you wake up. That's your body's way of saying, thank you. In the next part, we'll get even more practical. We'll go through the 4 golden fruits that follow all 3 of these rules, fruits that are proven to cleanse, protect, and support your kidneys while you sleep. They're easy to find, gentle on the stomach, and surprisingly delicious. And the best part? You don't need expensive supplements or special diets, just nature's own medicine, sitting quietly in your fruit basket. But before we move on, if these tips have helped you learn something new today, please take a moment to like this video and subscribe to Golden Life Nutrition. Your support helps us keep sharing more simple, science-based ways to age with strength, dignity, and joy. Together, we can make every year a little healthier, one small habit at a time. Now that we've learned the simple rules that help our kidneys rest and repair overnight, it's time to discover the stars of the show, the 4 golden fruits that naturally support the kidneys while you sleep. These are not rare or expensive, they're simple gifts from nature that most of us can find at any grocery store. Each one follows all 3 of the golden rules. They calm inflammation, aid digestion, and help prevent stones. And when you make them part of your evening routine, your kidneys can finally do what they're meant to do: cleanse, balance, and restore. The first fruit is one that shines as bright as the morning sun, the pineapple. Many people think of pineapple as just a tropical treat, but in truth, it's one of nature's most powerful healing fruits, especially for the kidneys. Unlike many other fruits, pineapple is low in potassium, with only about 180 milligrams per cup, which makes it safe even for people with mild kidney issues. But what makes pineapple truly special is an enzyme called bromelain. Bromelain is like nature's own little repair crew. It breaks down leftover proteins, reduces swelling, and helps clean up toxins trapped in your tissues. Imagine your kidneys after a long day, tired, overworked, surrounded by waste they're trying to filter. Bromelain steps in quietly, loosening that burden and helping the body flush it away. It's also been shown to support better blood flow, which means more oxygen and nutrients reach those tiny kidney filters that need repair. Pineapple even provides vitamin C and manganese, powerful antioxidants that protect your cells from wear and tear. Eating pineapple regularly, 2 to 3 times a week, helps your kidneys breathe easier, your body feel lighter, and your mornings feel more energetic. Just remember, fresh is best. Canned pineapple loses most of its bromelain during heating, and dried pineapple is packed with sugar. So, if you can, slice up some fresh pineapple or blend it into a gentle evening smoothie. Your kidneys will thank you overnight. The second golden fruit is small but mighty: red grapes. Red grapes are not only sweet and refreshing, they're also what I like to call the switch that turns on healing. Inside each little grape skin lies a compound called resveratrol. You may have heard about it in discussions of heart health. But its benefits reach even deeper. Resveratrol activates a special protein in your body known as SIRT1, often called the longevity switch. This protein helps your cells repair themselves, fight inflammation, and even slow down aging in tissues like the kidneys. That's why many researchers believe red grapes are like a gentle activator of your body's self-healing genes. They don't force the kidneys to work, they remind them how to recover. Resveratrol also helps relax blood vessels, which improves circulation, so your kidneys get a steady supply of clean blood and oxygen. It's no coincidence that regions where people eat grapes regularly, like the Mediterranean, have some of the lowest rates of kidney and heart disease. The key is to eat them whole, with the skin on, because that's where most of the resveratrol lives. About 8 to 10 grapes a few times per week are enough to make a real difference. You can enjoy them fresh after dinner or toss them into a salad with a few spinach leaves and nuts. Over time, you may notice reduced swelling in your hands and legs, clearer skin, and better energy, all signs your kidneys are filtering more efficiently and inflammation is calming down. Now, the third fruit on our list might be tiny, but it's often called the silent guardian of the kidneys, the blueberry. Blueberries are often praised as a superfood, and that reputation is well deserved. They're extremely low in potassium, only about 57 mg per half cup, making them one of the safest fruits for people with kidney concerns. But their real power comes from their rich color. That deep blue-purple shade comes from compounds called anthocyanins, which are among the most potent natural antioxidants found in nature. Anthocyanins protect kidney cells from oxidative stress, the slow, rusting process caused by toxins and aging. They also calm inflammation, support blood vessel flexibility, and help prevent the scarring that can make kidney filters stiff. It's amazing to think that something so small could do so much good inside your body. And it doesn't stop there. Blueberries also help regulate blood sugar and improve insulin sensitivity, which is crucial for seniors managing diabetes or weight. By stabilizing your sugar levels, blueberries reduce one of the biggest long-term threats to kidney health. The best way to enjoy them is fresh or frozen, about half a cup 3 to 5 times a week. You can sprinkle them on oatmeal, blend them into a smoothie, or mix them with plain yogurt for a soothing bedtime snack. They're sweet enough to feel like a treat, yet light and cleansing for your kidneys, a perfect balance before a good night's sleep. And last but not least, we come to one of the most familiar and comforting fruits in the world, the apple. You've probably heard the old saying, "An apple a day keeps the doctor away." Well, there's truth in that, especially when it comes to kidney health. Apples are one of the best fruits for gentle daily detox. They're low in potassium and sugar, making them ideal even for people with diabetes or mild kidney disease. But their magic lies in two compounds, pectin and quercetin. Pectin is a type of soluble fiber that acts like a sponge inside your intestines. It binds to cholesterol, toxins, and even phosphorus, helping to pull them out of the body before they can reach the kidneys. Quercetin, on the other hand, is a natural anti-inflammatory that protects the delicate kidney filters from scarring and hardening. Together, they create a powerful team, one cleaning from the inside out, and the other guarding the tissues from damage. Apples also contain chlorogenic acid, which further helps reduce oxidative stress and supports better blood flow through the kidneys. The best part is, you don't need a lot. Just one apple a day, preferably fresh and with the skin on, can lower your risk of chronic kidney disease by up to 20%. According to several studies, if you prefer variety, you can bake them with cinnamon, slice them into salads, or blend them into a light evening smoothie. However you enjoy them, apples are like daily insurance for your kidneys, simple, affordable, and comforting. When you combine these four golden fruits, pineapple, red grapes, blueberries, and apples, you create what I like to call a natural kidney recovery routine. They work together quietly, helping your kidneys rest and restore each night. Pineapple clears inflammation, grapes activate healing, blueberries protect, and apples cleanse. It's nature's perfect sequence: cleanse, repair, protect, and sustain. You don't need to do it all at once or make it complicated. Just start small, a few grapes with breakfast, some pineapple after dinner, a handful of blueberries with yogurt, and one apple before bed. Over time, those small, consistent choices will begin to transform how your body feels. You'll likely notice less swelling, more energy, and even clearer thinking, because when your kidneys are healthy, every part of your body works better. So, the next time you stand in the grocery aisle wondering what to buy, remember this simple truth: the best medicine doesn't come from a bottle. It grows quietly in your fruit basket, waiting for you to take the first bite. And if you've found this helpful so far, please don't forget to like this video and subscribe to Golden Life Nutrition. Every click helps us reach more people who deserve to know that healing can be natural, simple, and within their reach, because the more we understand our bodies, the better we can care for them, one fruit, one meal, and one good night's rest at a time. Now that we've talked about the 4 golden fruits that can help your kidneys heal while you sleep, let's step back and look at the bigger picture, how to eat in a way that supports your kidneys every single day. Because healing isn't just about one fruit or one meal, it's about balance, patience, and understanding what your body needs at this stage of life. When your kidneys start to slow down, what doctors call stage 1 to stage 4 kidney decline, the goal isn't to panic or give up certain foods completely. The goal is to reduce their workload so they can last longer and stay stronger. Think of your kidneys like 2 loyal friends who've worked for you tirelessly your whole life. They've handled everything, the salty snacks, the extra sugar, the stress, and they're still doing their best. What they need now isn't medicine as much as mercy. So how do you give your kidneys that mercy? It begins with small, thoughtful choices. First, eat lighter proteins. Too much protein, especially from red meat or processed meat, can overload your kidneys. Instead, try about 0.6 to 0.8 grams of protein per kilogram of body weight per day. That's roughly the size of your palm for one meal. Choose lean, easy to digest sources like white fish, chicken without the skin, egg whites, and small shrimp. These provide high-quality protein without leaving too much waste behind for your kidneys to clean up. Second, be gentle with salt. Most of us love a little extra flavor, but our kidneys don't. Too much sodium makes the body hold onto water, leading to swelling, puffiness, and higher blood pressure, all of which tire the kidneys out. Try to limit yourself to less than 5 grams of salt a day, which is about 1 teaspoon. It's not much, but your body will thank you. Instead of salt, experiment with herbs like rosemary, garlic, lemon juice, or parsley to bring your meals to life without burdening your body. Third, be mindful of potassium and phosphorus. These minerals are important, but too much of either can be harmful if your kidneys are weaker. Avoid the high-potassium fruits we mentioned earlier, like bananas, oranges, and avocados, and focus on gentler ones like apples, berries, and pears. For phosphorus, watch out for processed foods like deli meats, sodas, and cheese spreads. These contain artificial phosphorus that gets absorbed almost completely into your bloodstream. Instead, go for natural sources like beans, tofu, or fish in moderation. And let's not forget about hydration. Water is the simplest and most powerful detox tool you have. If your doctor hasn't told you otherwise, aim for 1.5 to 2 liters of water per day, just enough to keep your urine light in color. If you have swelling or reduced urine output, measure your 24-hour urine volume and add about 500 milliliters on top. Spread your water intake throughout the day, not all at once. Sipping slowly is better than chugging quickly. It keeps your body balanced and helps your kidneys filter gently. You should also give your body the right kind of energy. As we age, we often lose muscle mass or energy because we don't eat enough calories. Aim for about 30 to 35 calories per kilogram of body weight daily. Using healthy fats like olive oil, avocado oil, or flaxseed oil to meet that goal. These good fats protect your heart and help your body absorb vitamins without harming your kidneys. Lastly, remember this: healing takes consistency, not perfection. You don't have to be perfect every day. You don't have to give up every food you love. What matters most is awareness, knowing what helps and what harms, and making gentle, steady changes over time. Because when you start to care for your kidneys, they respond. The swelling goes down, your energy improves, and you wake up feeling lighter and more alive. It's a quiet transformation that happens one choice at a time. So as you move forward, let your meals be your medicine, your fruit be your friend, and your body be your teacher. Every bite you take is a message to your kidneys, either "thank you" or "please forgive me." Choose to say thank you more often. And before we wrap up, if you found this video helpful, I'd like to invite you to like this video, subscribe to Golden Life Nutrition, and share it with a friend or family member who might need this knowledge. Together, we can spread a message that healing doesn't have to be complicated. It can be natural, gentle, and full of hope. Your kidneys have been taking care of you your whole life. Now it's your turn to take care of them, one mindful meal, one peaceful night, and one grateful morning at a time.